Hi everybody, it's me, Plantery Charlene, and today this video will be in a two-part series, if you want to call it that. One part will be about some common houseplants that I purchased before the summer ended, and the other part will be about some wish list plants that have been so hard for me to find, and thanks to Shauna, I finally got my hands on them. So just stay tuned and we'll talk about that. But before I get to the plants, again, I want to give my thank yous. Thank you to anyone and everyone who has watched my videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you will consider doing that today. Don't forget to like. If you opened it up to watch, click the like too. Comment below if there's something you want to tell me or something you have to ask. And click the bell to know when a new video is posted, and you can always share this video with anyone that you think would appreciate my content. Thank you, everybody. Okay, guys, so as I noted, this is going to be a two-part video, and I decided that I will do the more common house plants for this part of the video. And these plants, there's three, I purchased from a small Black-owned business and out of Montclair, New Jersey. They're fairly new, called Divine Plantery. You can follow them on Instagram, and I'll link their information below. They gave me this card when I went to their store, and I'm just going to show you the plant next. And there it is, the Syndax Pictus exotica. Now, some may say Skindapsis, some may say Syndapsis, whichever way you prefer. But what I like the most about these plants, any of the Syndapsis, is the shape of the leaves. I like the curve. It kind of turns instead of being, it's not the same width from the midpoint on each side. And to me, that just makes it stand out just a little bit different. Nobody else probably cares, but that's what I wanted to point out on why I tend to get drawn into this plant, along with the variegation on the leaves. That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna let that marinate for about 2 seconds. Okay, that might have been 3, but that's okay because this plant is absolutely gorgeous. So I purchased it at a place called Divine Plantery that is located in Montclair, New Jersey. And here is their card that they give you when you buy a plant. And on the opposite side, they will give you, excuse me, my face is itchy. They'll give you the name and the different types of care, like the watering, the lighting, whether it's pet safe. Now, the only thing I will say is water, it says 7 to 10 days. This really does depend on where you live. Everybody's watering needs are not the same because you could be in a cold climate, you could be in a very humid climate, you could be in a very dry climate. So, you know, these are not hard set rules, but for the basics, this plant does like to dry out before you need to water it again. So 7 to 10 days, depending on where you live. It could be 3 to 5, it could be 10 to 12. So just keep that in mind. And Jersey is in the tri-state area. We pretty much have the same kind of weather, but I just keep my watering based on how I know I need to water my plants. So there we have it, guys. I don't want to go on about this too long. The Syndax Pictus exotica. All right, guys, so the second plant that I purchased is this one. My Aglaonema White Rain. Guys, can I tell y'all, when it comes to Aglaonemas and Hoyas, I get very excited because these are two genus, I was about to say genres, of plants that I find to be absolutely very easy and absolutely gorgeous. There's so many different looks, but at the same time, there's similarities across the board. What really drew me into this one was the white stems. It's not exactly white, it's more of a creamy color with a tint of green depending on where the light is coming from. And you see these leaves, it kind of reminds me of the Silver Bay, but I think that's the name of it. And also what I really like is the growth pattern. I like that it grows up and out. So, and it really does depend on which Aglaonema you have. Some of them are very bushy growing, and some of them grow tall. I don't know. It depends on you, but for me, this one was a must-have, and I'm so happy that I found it. I wasn't looking for it, but I'm happy that I found it. So, yay, winning. And quickly, guys, on this card, I'm not going by my own personal experience because though I have Aglaonemas, they pretty much may have the same care, but I think it really does depend on the foliage. So they do have here medium bright light, water 7 to 10 days, and that it's not pet safe. So just keep that in mind. I already made my note about the watering. Also keep that in mind, guys. Okay, guys, so for the third plant in my common house plants that I purchased at Divine Plantery, here is the third plant. My alocasia. So, okay, here's the dilemma. On the card, it says that it's an alocasia Morocco, but I'm not exactly sure if it is. You guys can let me know in the comments below if that's what this is. But I just want to talk a little more about the stem color, the pattern on the stems, and then the leaves. So you can see here, it kind of reminds me of my pink dragon, but you can see there's a pinkish red color here. There is a pattern on these leaves that really comes through with my ring light is really showing me. It's like kind of seeing through, excuse me, seeing through the stems. But there is a pattern here. I'll see if I can pick that up and show you guys. You can see when there is new growth, it comes in a much lighter green, but you can see once the leaf is mature, it's a much darker leaf. And then you can see those kind of green, creamy veins in the leaf. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This is a super win. Didn't expect to find it, was not looking for it, and I've done a lot better with allocations over time. My care for allocations has been medium bright light, not direct sunlight. Like the light that I'm in right now, I consider a medium bright light. Well, medium light, not bright, medium light. And keeping the soil moist, specifically in the spring, summer. Now that we're in fall, I'll probably let this dry out at least 1 inch up in this size pot, 1 inch of soil to dry out, and then I'll water it again. Not so that it's soggy, but just water it so that it has some moisture to it. And then come the winter, I'll probably let at least 2 inches of soil dry out. Did I say that right? That's been my basic care. Alocasias can be spider mite magnets. Several of my alocasias have caught spider mites, but I have been able to catch it early and get rid of them. But that's not what this is about. So anyway, that is my third plant, and I'm very happy, very, very happy with this purchase. So winning. All right, guys, that was the first part of this video. Those were my 3 plants that I purchased from Divine Plantery. They are, in my opinion, common house plants. These are not like rare, or it could be trending. I have no idea exactly. This Syndax may be trending, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, fact is, those are the first 3 there'll be a second part to this video, and that will be about my wish list plants. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and we'll be ready to see the second one next week. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, click the bell to know when a new video is popping up, guys. Thank you. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye-bye.